This is breaking news.
The Voice winner Jason Sundance head breaks silence on accident. I was sure I was gonna die. The Voice winner Jason Sundance head is breaking his silence on the accident that nearly killed him. Sundance, a country singer who won the NBC Singing Competition series in 2016, released a video statement via Facebook on Monday, November 18, several days after his .22 gun went off and fired a bullet into his navel area. He was by his car at the time and airlifted to the hospital. "I wanted to come on and tell you guys that I'm still alive, thankfully," Sundance stated to his fans. "Thanks to the good Lord above and the wonderful first responders, as well as the trauma team at the University of Texas at Tyler. They did a wonderful job, and they really did keep me alive. I was sure that I was going to die. It was one of the craziest things that ever happened to me." He explained that he would elaborate on this more, ostensibly at a later date. "I've got a wonderful story to tell you about this," he said, managing a laugh before adding, "if there's any such thing as being shocked and coming out with some kind of positive thing." On Friday, November 15, Sundance's wife, Misty, took to Facebook to explain what happened to her husband. "It was not his hunting rifle, and no, nobody shot him," she wrote in a status update. "He was out of the vehicle, reaching in to grab his .22. When he grabbed it, the .22 came out of its holster and hit the exterior of the Jeep just right and went off." She continued, "Sundance said it happened so fast, and he could see the bullet dislodging. I thought he called 911, but he didn't. He put his hands in his pocket for the phone immediately after getting hit. But the phone wasn't there, just filled with blood. So he took off down the driveway out to the main road to flag a car down for help. 10 cars later, someone turned around to help and called 911. In his Monday message, Sundance said he was in a lot of pain and still had the bullet in him. "I'm not sure exactly what's going to go on," he shared. "All I know is I didn't die the day before yesterday, and I have another opportunity to live." He recalled that he was bleeding out and didn't have anyone to help me. "I had about a dozen cars go by that saw me and made eye contact, and they didn't stop. They just kept going. I'm telling you what, I was at the end of the rope. But then, a couple of gentlemen turned around and helped him get medical attention. I want to tell you honestly that I love you, and I'm so thankful that you were in my life at that moment." Sundance was released from the hospital on Saturday, November 16. On Facebook, Misty wrote that it had been a rough 3-hour ride home for him, as the meds were wearing off, and because he was moving, he was bleeding badly through his dressings. Not to mention he was in just a hospital gown. All his clothes were at the ranch. She continued, "We got him home, and I was able to change and clean out the dressing and repack, though he's not an easy patient, and gave him some Motrin.